Welcome to the Charbon Report and our listeners on Google, Spotify, and other podcast platforms. I'm Michael A. Charbon. Today's title, The Democrat Narco State. Yes, that's what I said. America, this is an assault on your nation as you know it. The Washington Post reported over $500 billion were sent to the Mexico cartels from drug profits. For perspective, Walmart, the largest company in the world, reported just over $500 billion in revenue in 2018. Think about that. The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, published data that more than 109,000 people died of a drug overdose from March 2021 to March 2022. A 44% jump from 2 years ago, and that's from fentanyl and methamphetamine. The DEA is now warning of rainbow fentanyl, brightly colored pills that look like candy. Imagine that. Fentanyl is 100 times more potent than morphine. Imagine, 2 milligrams of fentanyl can kill you. 2 milligrams, I mean, it's like infinitesimally small on a penny. A kilo of fentanyl has the potential to kill 500,000 people. 500,000 people. How are these drugs coming into the United States? Well, the major pathway is through the porous southern border, on the backs of illegals. Yes, in 2022, Customs and Border Protection estimated that 2.76 million illegal aliens crossed America's southern border, breaking all previous records. In October alone, 2022, over 227,000 illegal aliens entered America's sovereign borders. That's up 12% from August. It's like 7,000 people crossing every day. And that doesn't count the gotaways. You know, the gotaways who have been previously criminally charged or put in jail in the U.S. And if they enter and interact with Border Patrol, they're kicked out right away. This is a big dollar problem. Consider, if you're a Mexican and you want to enter the U.S. illegally, you have to pay a cartel smuggler. That's it. There's no other way to do it. You cannot cross illegally. Mexican nationals can pay over $7,000 American per person. $7,000. If you're from Latin America or Africa, it's $10,000 to $20,000. And if you're in Europe, if you're in India or Syria, it could be up to $35,000 US per person. It's estimated that in 2022, over $3 billion in US dollars were generated from human trafficking alone and sent to the Mexican cartels. So you might ask, what are the Mexican cartels doing with all the money? They're sure not buying time-sharing. No, the Sinaloas and the Los Tetas, just to name two of them. You know what they're doing with all this cash? They're arming themselves. They're becoming paramilitary private vigilante groups. They've got jeeps, flak jackets, ammunition, military automatic rifles, even missiles, and paid mercenaries numbering in the thousands. That's private cartel soldiers, little armies. And the cartels aren't only killing each other, over territory and trying to take control. No, they're taking control of Mexican cities. They're challenging federal troops and local police for complete domination and control. They intimidate politicians with kidnappings and killings. And you know what they do when you're doing speeches and rallies? They toss severed heads. Yeah, get the message? What does this all mean? Like, oh my God, what do I care? I live in America, right? Well, these are the dangerous ingredients that can fuel civil war in America and mass killings. And it's all the cartel's power struggle. But how did these dangerous and dire circumstances grew to such horrible, perilous proportions? You know how? From profits going to the cartels, money to them. And how did that happen, you wonder? The cause lies directly at the feet of the Biden administration's open border policies. Yeah, the last 2 years. Imagine thousands of cartel-paying illegals, crossers, not told to go back, not refused. No. The Democratic Biden administration takes these illegals and they fly them, or they put them on a bus and they send them to American cities. Well, we'll give you a phone and here's a little bit of cash and a backpack. It's like The Price is Right. Come on down. Are you kidding me? The Democrats literally dump human cargo and all the problems and the drugs that they bring with them to the cities that are already facing inflation and raging crime rates. So let's think for a second. What if the Republicans actually take control of the border and shut it down, and ICE starts deporting all these illegal? Okay, imagine if you live in a Democratic sanctuary state. Okay, you ready for this? Here's the roll call. California, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, District of Columbia. You ready? Prepare yourself for an invasion. The implications on your infrastructure, your social services, will be catastrophic. Catastrophic. And when these people get desperate and hungry, unemployed, nowhere to go, that, my friends, that breeds crime and victimization of hard-working Americans like you. How many thousands of cops do you think it's going to take to get that and address that little chestnut? Particularly, how about in Seattle? Give that a wing. Remember this when you vote in 2024. I'm telling you. Let's go a little further. What about the cartel's drug and trafficking cash cow if the Republicans close the border with the military and the National Guard? Because that's what it's going to take. Yeah, the military and the National Guard. It's a national emergency. Oh, and Texas? Hello. Texas already doing that. And they're doing that on their own dime. So imagine, you're going to stop $500 billion worth of business from multiple fully armed and well-funded paramilitary private armies? Do you think? What's the next level of cartel assault, America? What are you going to have to deal with? You have yet to feel the full effects and the implications of illegal aliens on your social system, the crime rate, and the inevitable establishment of new ghettos. Yeah, new ghettos. Not to mention local school systems dealing with thousands of children who can't speak English, who have limited previous established educational building blocks. Think about your kids. Think about your grandkids. You think the current recession and hard times are tough now? You have a tsunami coming. God forbid if another COVID crisis comes up, or China decides to invade Taiwan, or that Yahoo in North Korea bombs South Korea, or Putin pushes the red button on Ukraine. Oh my God, how will America deal with one of those geopolitical incursions when internally you're already fighting a battle on your own home shores? Buckle up, man, I'm telling you, and realize that in 2024, that election will seriously determine your personal safety, your freedom, your ability to earn a living, what's going on in American society, and the destiny for generations to come. Oh, and by the way, I'm a Canadian, and I'm seeing this stuff going down the pike. Please, America, note this. Finally, please press, like, and share and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And for more pieces, visit thecharbonreport.com. Until next time, God bless and stay safe. I'm Michael A. Charbon for The Charbon Report.